Everybody. Today we are discussing the Beer-Lambert's law. Beer-Lambert's law is states that when a beam of the light monochromatic radiation passed through a solution of the absorbing substance, the rate of decrease of intensity of the radiation with the thickness of the solution is directly proportional to the intensity of the incident radiation as well as to the concentration of the solution. We know that when a light of suitable wavelength passes through a solution of the light absorbing solute, some of them are scattered, some of them are reflected back, some of them are transmitted through the solution. But if the solution is a light absorbing solution containing the light absorbing material, so some of the light radiation which is passed through the solution is absorbed by the material. So the intensity of the light which is coming out from the solution is decreased. So how much it will decrease, that's depend upon the concentration of the solution and also the thickness of the container which is used for the purpose. So let me moving into the mathematical representation of the Beer-Lambert's law. Mathematical representation of the Beer-Lambert's law is minus di by dl, that is directly proportional to C into I. That means minus di by dl means it is the length of some in our textbook it is represented as x. So here it is written as dl. So di by dx is the difference of the thickness, difference or thickness of the container. So here it is represented as dl because we have to integrate that term, that is 0 to L is the length. L is the length of a container. So dl by di by dx, that is directly proportional to the C into I, where C is the concentration of the solution and I is the intensity of the light. So when we integrating this equation, we will get the equation like this: ln Ix divided by I0, that's equal to minus k into C into x. So when we convert this into the logarithm, we will get log Ix divided by I0, that's equal to minus k divided by 2.303 into Cx. We know that k is a constant, 2.303 is a constant. So we, instead of that term, we can write epsilon. So epsilon is a molar absorption coefficient or molar extinction coefficient when the concentration is expressed in mole per liter and the thickness is in centimeter. So the new equation is equal to A, that's equal to epsilon C into L, where A is equal to log I0 divided by I, that's equal to epsilon C into L, and epsilon is the constant that is known as molar absorption coefficient, and C is the concentration, X is the thickness of the material. Instead of the absorption, we can use the transmittance. So the transmittance is A is equal to the just reverse of A, that is T is equal to 1 by A. And now we are moving into some of the limitations of the Beer-Lambert's law. Beer-Lambert's law is only applicable to the dilute solution. There is no solute-solvent interaction exists in the solution, and the molecule state of the solute does not change with change in concentration. So these are some of the limitations of the Beer-Lambert's law. In these conditions, the Beer-Lambert's law cannot be applicable. Now we are moving into some of the application of the Beer-Lambert's law. Beer-Lambert's law can be applied in the colorimeter and spectrophotometer. Now we are moving into the experiment. Colorimetric experiment is an experiment which we have to, this is a physical chemistry experiment which in the D3 chemistry. So in this experiment, we have to measure the concentration of some of the colored solution which is varying in their concentration. It is written, I have attached the photograph. Here we can see that in the first test tube, the concentration of this is an iron salt solution. So the concentration of the iron is very low in the first test tube, and it is periodically increased in the successive test tubes. So if we are putting the solution in a cuvette in a colorimeter, we can measure the absorbance and we can plot the graph like this, the concentration versus absorbance. So it becomes a straight line. As they increases the concentration, the absorbance of the solution is also naturally increases. So we will get a straight line. But when we increases the concentration, that means if you are using a highly concentrated solution, as we discussed earlier, the Beer-Lambert law is not applicable. So we will not get the straight line. So it is bent towards little bit. It will bend a little bit. So that's why. So for the higher concentration, we will not get the graph in a straight line. That is the application of the Beer-Lambert's law in the colorimetry. We can also apply this principle in this spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer is used for measuring the absorbance very accurately than that of colorimeter, and we can also study the emission spectra and absorption spectra. This is the graph. I have shown the graph of the absorption spectra in the spectrophotometer by using the spectrophotometer. So here also we can measure the concentration of the material, colored material, by measuring the intensity of the material. And here we can see that the intensity of the material decreases periodically. So from the intensity of the graph, we can measure the concentration of the substance. And in the right hand side, I have shown the graph which is a fluorescent material. So by measuring the fluorescence, we can determine the concentration of the material which is present in the solution. Thank you.